Emergency. All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance. I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning. Put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Is there a defibrillator available? Send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what.
Wow. Rich homie Quan is gone, age 34. What appears to be an overdose. Or is it? I mean, what you're listening to is the 911 call. It's the only real evidence that we have at the moment. The 911 operator doesn't seem as if she has any sense, or she doesn't seem like she's trying to deal with this in a speedy fashion. No pep in her step. She asks, is a defibrillator present? Do you have a defibrillator? And it seemed like rich homie Quan's girlfriend didn't even know what that was because of the accent. But who just has defibrillators laying around the house? What kind of question is that? Is there a defibrillator present? It's around harvest time. It's around sacrifice time. There's several things that already lead me to believe that this is a sacrifice, and I'm going to share those things with you.
There's a defibrillator available. Send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone now to get it and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
34 years old. You know what I found rather strange about rich homie Quan's death? What I found rather strange is that you have this young thug trial going on. And for whatever reason, this trial is available for international television. It's almost like a nationally syndicated show. And for everybody who knows the history of rich homie Quan, he came in with who? He came in with Young Thug. That trial literally has ratings. Young Thug is a felon in court with not an orange jumpsuit on. He's wearing regular street clothes or a suit. Y'all know Viacom be running these publications. I believe that the Young Thug trial in a lot of ways is staged. But something interesting happened right when Rich Homie Quan was found. Young Thug was shown all over the world or the country to see his response. Why did they do that? The timing. They literally showed you the court case and showed you Young Thug's response to Rich Homie Quan's death. He finds out in court. Ladies and gentlemen, he finds out in court. So they stopped the proceedings in court in a criminal case to tell him that Rich Homie Quan is died. And we know that Rich Homie Quan came in under Young Thug. Could it be a possible sacrifice to get him out? Is there some type of ritual going on? What's happening? Just questions that I pose in my mind when I see certain things on these television monitors that don't make sense.
Next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's also a school shooting on the very same day, a massive school shooting. Do y'all notice every time we get around this time of year, when it starts getting closer to Halloween, when we get into the harvest season, that all of these deaths and senseless crimes start happening? And here we have another young rapper who is known for his song, Some Type of Way, Make You Feel Some Type of Way. And always on election year. What is really happening here? Something don't sit right with me. And although we are preview to limited evidence at the moment, something ain't right about this.
Please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
What is going on with these hospitals? I believe that they be in on it. This sounds like something is extremely wrong with this 911 call. There's no sense of urgency whatsoever. There seems to be no type of human emotion involved. Now, could it have been drugs? Absolutely. But what y'all got to understand is with these rituals and these sacrifices, they know where the rapper is getting a substance from. They know where they're getting their substance from, and they know how to give them that hot shot. You know, the hot shot. And I feel like they did him dirty. I feel like they did Rich Homie Quan dirty. And I think it has something to do with that Rico case with Young Thug. I think he has something to do with it. You know, Young Thug and his group is all into these blood sacrifices and these damn rituals. Rest in peace to rich homie Quan. But we don't know where that man is resting. I hope he made peace with himself. We didn't see him really come out with much new music. Maybe he got out of the industry. Maybe he broke the chains of the industry, and they wasn't going to let him walk away without claiming his life.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are they doing all of that? They need to just send the police, send the ambulance, EMTs immediately. He's not breathing. He's not responding. He's already done. At this point, rich homie Quan is already gone. She finds him on the couch. She thinks he's been sleeping all day. He wasn't asleep at all. Could have been bad pills. Could have been bad marijuana for that matter. Look, I know that a lot of you brothers who are inspiring artists, y'all really look up to these entertainers and these rappers, but don't follow in their footsteps. Get off the drugs. Get off the pills. Get off the mollies. Get off the marijuana, because guess what? This stuff is contaminated. And all it takes is one hot shot. One hot shot. And see, with the industry, let me explain how the industry works. The way the industry works, the machine is already in place to take these rappers out. They already have a contract with the devil. So I know y'all be thinking that every rapper got to get sniped or assassinated by somebody, some big thing where they get shot in the public. No, it don't have to go down that way. The way they really do it most of the time nowadays is a soft kill, drug overdose. They make it real simple now. And also the mechanism is so strong. When they sign that deal with the devil, Satan himself come to collect. It don't even have to be highly organized and they coordinating this person and that person. No. They can simply let nature run its course, is what I want to say. They can simply let nature run its course. When you signed a deal with the devil, Satan can come collect in your sleep. When you sign on that dotted line to be in the industry, we want to feel sorry for these guys. We really do. But it comes with a short amount of fame, and then Satan comes to collect. You could be in your sleep, and then Satan pops up in your dreams like, look, you've had Billboard box office hits. You've traveled the world. You've had all the money. You have all the things money can buy. It's your time now.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody say, you're just talking. Why is he a sacrifice? Everybody who dies in the industry is a sacrifice. When they sign these contracts, they own your life. They own your soul in all perpetuity. They own your likeness. They own everything about you. So if you die in the industry, you were an industry sacrifice. Because guess where your finances go to? The record labels. Guess where all your money goes to? The executives, those who so-called put you on. They gave you a 360. They gave you cheap thrills. But guess what? Those you-ish people, they're going to be feeding their entire legacy and dynasty. They're going to be putting their kids through college. Just like Biggie's daughters need money. So yes, it was a sacrifice. So somebody can get paid. When they own you and you die, you are a sacrifice. Now watch Rich Homie Quan's songs be playing all over the place in the next week. Who you think getting paid for that? Surely not his family. Now Rich Homie songs come on and get played. Who you think getting paid? Who you think those royalty checks going to? Probably the label that Young Thug is signed under. Probably the label Young Thug is signed under. Who knows? I don't know. I gotta do my research on that. But I believe it's probably happening that way.
Please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove
I hear a lot of incompetence going on in this 911 call.
anything under his head.
On both ends.
He is not waking up. Quick.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get him to the floor.
She is telling the 911 operator, he is not waking up. He's gone. The man was lifeless. And nowadays, you can't even believe nothing you hear. I mean, Rich Homie Quan can be in a damn bunker somewhere, as far as we know. That's how crazy the game is. This just sounds bad. This sounds like Tubi movie bad. Respect to Rich Homie Quan and his family. And, I wish the best for them. I know what it's like to have a loss in the family. And it's not a good feeling whatsoever. So, I do wish nothing but the best for him and his family. It's not an easy thing to deal with. But we can only speculate because we've seen the travesties that the industry have managed to pull off.
Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
What's Drake?
She's not here.
Somebody else is there.
Yeah,
Were you able to get him to the floor?
Yes, he's not. His heart not beating or anything.
He gone. At 34 years old. I want to see what the news is saying. In all actuality, that's the only substantial evidence we got. And whatever we can ascertain from that 911 call, we just have to speculate based on that for now. But again, the way the media plays this thing in the next 48 hours, you're going to find out everything you need to know. Let's see what the news is saying. And it's just like 30-second clips. It's really not much that they're giving you. And I think they've learned from their past sacrifices and rituals not to give the public too much, because you got people like myself who are going to read through the nonsense and I'm going to expose it for what it is. So they make it their business to tell as little bit as possible about what took place. Right? Let's see what it says on Sirius Radio. I could tell you right now, the clubs in Atlanta this weekend, they're going to be pumping that song all over the place. And this is what happens out here in Atlanta. When one of the rappers die out here, the club be lit and just playing their music for 1 weekend, 2 weekends, and the next thing you know, everybody forgets about them. It's sad. It's really sad. Everybody just forgets about them. Just like they did Takeoff, and just like they did Shorty Low and a host of other artists. And the thing about it is, all you Atlanteans, aren't you tired of your rappers just dropping dead? I think it's about time that we change the music that's being put out from this trap music to something that's more lively. I don't know, just a suggestion to all the DJs out there. But anyway, let's go.
Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan, who reached number 12 on the Hot 100 in 2013 with his hit Type of Way, died Thursday, September 5th, the Fulton County Medical Examiner confirmed with Billboard. But the rapper's cause of death remains unknown. Many of his peers took to social media to share their condolences.
Unknown.
Bootsy Badass shared on X, "Just talk to you, brah, hashtag tip Quan, never go forget your smile and the way you talked, and of course, your music."
And here come all the rappers clout chasing, because Rich Homie Quan ain't been featured on too many people's songs, right? As of late.
Jacquees, Playboy Cardi, and Quavo all shared memories with their friend. The latter sharing a pic with Quan and Takeoff saying, "May God be with us, never saw this being part."
It hasn't even been confirmed what happened. Let me put in Rich Homie Quan overdose to see if anything has been confirmed. Because that's the only, they do these. The man don't look like he was on any drugs, but they do these very broad stories. They cover with a very broad brush. And so one can only speculate. And we assume, more often than not, we just assume it was an overdose. I don't like making assumptions. I see people saying he allegedly overdosed. Now, here's my question. Will they ever release the autopsy information? Will it ever be released? Will we know for sure? Will we see paperwork that is from a legitimate toxicology or toxicologist? Will we see that? I say we won't see it. I do not believe the fans of Rich Homie Quan will ever get the closure that they deserve, because the media is a dirty game. And, I honestly don't think people even care enough about him to even want that information, because you're living in a popcorn culture. You're living in a culture of people who really don't care. When you're dead and gone, nobody gives two blanks about you. Matter of fact, it's crazy because Rich Homie got a song called Two Blanks, and 2 blanks, 2. It's people really don't give 2 blanks about you when you're gone. It's a microwave society. If they're really fans, will they be demanding this information? I think not. Will they find out where his royalties are going? Will they research and see if the record labels if they stood something to gain from his death? Now think about it. Rich Homie Quan ain't had a hit since when? When, about 2000? I think they said 2013, he was at the top 12, top 13. He's 34. He might have matured. The man's vernacular, musical approach might have changed. And the label was like, you know what? He may be better off dead than alive. Because that's how the record labels get down. A lot of time these rappers are better off dead than alive, bro. They're worth more. They ain't better off dead to me or us, but to these Vikings, Idumeans, these damn lizard reptilian demonic people who control the damn industry. Oh, you worth more gone. Especially if you ain't putting out no hit records. I want to share something with y'all as well. Just to add to what I'm saying. About rappers being worth more dead than alive. Young Dolph was another one, worth more dead than alive. And sometimes these rappers sacrifice themselves because there's a sacrifice required. Mandy, thank you for the support. Prayers going up for everyone grieving. Absolutely. Appreciate that. Sometimes there's a sacrifice required. And just like young Dolph said in the song, will he go to hell if he sacrifices himself? Y'all remember Dolph said that in the track? Sometimes these rappers will literally take themselves out just so they don't have to take their girlfriend out or take this one out or take that one out. I know it sounds dark, but that's how the industry really is. $34 old. It looks like they got some kind of memorial on them. Let me see before we get into the other source. Listen to this.
Welcome to Focus Media, where we bring you the latest updates and heartfelt reports from around the world. Today, we come to you with deeply saddening news from the world of music. Rich Homie Quan, a talented rapper and beloved artist, has tragically passed away at the young age of 34. The news, which initially began as a rumor, was later confirmed by TMZ after verification from Quan's family and a representative from the Fulton County morgue.
Fulton County, man, he's out here in Atlanta. Fulton County morgue. Man, these rappers in the ATL, man, they're either dying or going to jail, man. It happens so often out here, bro. Especially with Gucci Mane artists, too. This is wild. I really think Young Thug has something to do with what's going on, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that, too.
Morgue. According to his family members, Quan died in his Atlanta home. Malcolm Champ Higgins, a screenwriter who worked closely with Quan on multiple projects, also confirmed the unfortunate news. In his statement, Higgins expressed his grief, saying, "Rip to my dog Quan. I just got word from the camp that the unfortunate news is true. I worked on a multitude of videos and short films with Quan early in my career and became very close with Manta from his management team. It was always love. Rest up, Quan. The music world has been shaken by this loss." Rapper Boozy Badazz offered his condolences on social media. In his Instagram post, Boozy shared, "Just got word Rich Homie Quan just OD'd. Just talked to Wuan the other day. Just talked to..."
See, they already throwing OD'd out there. And, you can expect him to do that. But I would never assume that he OD'd until we see some substantial paperwork. Until we see toxicology reports, autopsy reports. It is unfair to jump to conclusions when you know that people always are mysteriously dying in the industry.
To you, bro. R.I.P. Quan. Never gonna forget your smile, the way you talked, and, of course, your music. We got some good memories together, and that will always bring a smile to my face. Rest up, Quan. We were cooking up something. Rich Homie Quan, known for his hit song, Type of Way, was loved by fans worldwide.
34 years old. Young Thugs, and I'm gonna have to turn the screen around so y'all can see this real quick. Young Thug in court after hearing Rich Homie Quan news about passing away. And even Lil Woody is responding already.
Passed away at the age of 34. The news began breaking on Twitter due to a report from Thugger Daily. Word began to spread online with fans expressing disbelief. TMZ Hip Hop has confirmed that RHQ Thugger Daily. Word began to spread online with fans expressing disbelief. TMZ Hip Hop has confirmed that RHQ died on Thursday in his Atlanta home, according to his family and a representative for the.
I mean, it's like their mortality rate is low, man. Common Sense and Classy says at this point, we see what it is. These artists are not overdosing. I'm going to have to agree with that. And I know some people say he was an independent artist, but I'm about to fact check that. Because I'm telling y'all, the artists are often sacrificed for that bag, man. I'm going to put in Rich Homie Quan's label just to make sure. And if y'all doing y'all research with me, because look, I'm reacting to this. I just found out the news about what's going on. I was streaming from my other channel and somebody told me in the chat. So I jumped right off. And now I'm doing my research pretty much live. Rich Homie Quan label. Now I'm telling you, the label matters. The label matters. What label was he at? And it's crazy. Some outlets are saying he died at 33 and some saying 34. Now, the ones that saying 33, you already know that's that Masonic stuff. Hold on. I'm about to get an answer for y'all because that's going to tell you a lot. Somebody said 3. If he was on 300, oh, no. Oh, no. Y'all saying he was on. Oh, man. It says he. So according to Billboard, it says Motown Records, according to Billboard. No, that's in 2017 he was on Motown. Let's find out, because if he's on 300, we already know how they get down, bro. It's nasty work over there, bro. Okay, it'll tell me right here on Wikipedia. Rich Homie Quan's label. It's giving us everything. You know, it's crazy. I'm just asking a simple question. It's a simple question. What label was he on? Which label was Rich Homie Quan? I don't know why they doing all this. What label? It's like they want to hide it. If he was a free agent, it would just say that. I think Motown Records is what he was on. That's the only definitive answer I see. Motown Records. We know Motown. You know Motown back in the day. All the oldies, but goodies. A lot of the OGs, Motown took them out too. Don't make no mistake about it. It's been going in the industry. These damn sacrifices been going on for a long time. TIG Records. Yeah. Yeah, since they was doing the doo-wop, they was taking people out, taking their royalties and everything. All of these labels, all of these mainstream labels are treacherous. And they be lining people up left and right. But from what I've ascertained, he was on Motown Records. Now, if he has some type of deal under Motown where he can appear self-sufficient, then I get it. Not on label. Rich Homie Quan self-released. Wow. Album 1 self-release. And that could be a reason. That can be a reason they got him, because he might been self-made. So his first album that hit the charts, it says he was self-released, but back in 2017, it looks like he inked some deal with Motown. So from what I'm seeing, 2013, you know, 2013, that was a solo record. Like he did it on his own. And it looks like, yeah. Somebody said, listen to the 911 call. I actually did that before you came in, but I will replay it to see if there's any more, evidence that we can gather, because there was a voice in the background. Here we go.
I'm smoking gas, feel like I keep
Emergency. All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance.
And keep in mind, we had Fat Man Scoop just a couple days ago collapse on stage. Who's next? Who is next?
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on.
It's crazy because his body could have just been placed in there. You know what I'm saying? He could have just been, you know, you never know what happened. She could have put a blanket on him and he could have been gone then. She said it was cold out there. Maybe he was done. Because when there's death in the air, there's a coldness in the environment. Like there's a coldness, you can feel it.
You said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see.
She said she put a cover on him because he felt a little cool. He might have been gone then.
He never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turn him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry. Are you?
Man, I mean, we don't want to just say that these are crisis actors. We don't want to jump out and say all of that because you never really know how somebody's response is going to be. But I just can tell y'all that this doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. It's just something about this 911 call. Everybody's very calm. Everybody's very nonchalant. It gradually gets more intense, almost like voice acting. Because let me make no mistake about it. Soon as you go out there, any woman go out there, you see your man, he is out. He's not moving. His body is cold. He's laid up stiff. Soon as you get on that phone, you're in a bit of a panic. You're in a bit of a panic. Like, I mean, I just want y'all to utilize astute observations right now. You just walked in the room. Your man is on the couch, not moving. He's not moving. He's cold. She said he foamed of the mouth. His mouth was foaming. Listen carefully. Just listen to what we're hearing here. Something is extremely off.
I got all these bitches.
Atlanta 911, operator 7214. What is the location of your emergency? All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on.
So you think he's still asleep? He's not moving. He never came to bed last night. You said last night he gets cold. He felt cold, so you put a blanket over him. He still haven't moved. He still haven't got up. Did you hear him gasping for air? Did you hear anything going on? Did you hear him fighting for his life? In an overdose, typically you're gonna have a seizure of some sort. It almost sounds scripted.
On the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said,
Man, oh man, something just don't seem right. It just it don't fit right. It don't make sense. Her whole disposition is off to me. These women in the industry, I just don't be trusting them, bro. I don't be trusting these industry women, bro. And I know, and I'm not trying to accuse her. If she's a victim right now by losing her man, I'm not doing that. But I'm a person who has discernment, and just something doesn't feel right. And people will get mad at me for saying this. I'm just saying what people don't want to say. That's the thing about it. People will get very upset at what I'm saying right now and say, well, she just lost her man, Bree. You're being insensitive. All of these type of things. I'm already prepared for the backlash of people saying things like that. But in all sincerity, I'm only listening to what I'm hearing, and there's certain things that's not adding up. It doesn't make sense.
hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
Somebody says she's not in the industry. It's his first baby mom's. Okay, thank you for clarifying that, because I don't know. I'm just basing everything on how she's acting. I envision some industry chick that he met and married. That's what I envision based on how she's dealing with this 911 call. Because immediately you're gonna call like, I need an ambulance. Quan is not moving. He hasn't moved since last night. He's not breathing. It's just strange to me that there's a build-up. He's been out like a light since the previous night, but it seems like acting because it's like a build-up to make it more dramatic. Anyway, listen.
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything.
I don't feel him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat. He's gone.
And I turn him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
No crying. Not really. He foamed at the mouth. He gone.
I'm sorry.
He's gone at this point. And she knows he's gone. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around why she wasn't hysterical off the break when she seen him that way.
Are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct?
That's exactly what she said. And she sounds incompetent too. She just said he's not breathing, his heart not beating. Are you saying he's not breathing? Like, what are we doing?
Hold on, you said on the...
Listen.
Sleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch.
Somebody said everybody react differently. I'll give you that.
Before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
What kind of 911 operator is this? And you say he was on a couch and what happened? Every second counts when you're a dispatcher.
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool he's in the living.
And in a way, the dispatcher's kind of matching Quan's wife's or girlfriend's. She's kind of matching her energy, you know?
And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he's on the phone at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's
Yes.
a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
That's crazy. A defibrillator. Who the hell has a defibrillator in their house?
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now.
Can she
Okay,
add
listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back.
Can she add the dad to the call? Can she add the dad to the call? She's on a 911 call. Her man is not moving, breathing. The call should be, he's done. I mean, think about this. Think about what we're hearing right now. Instead of saying, listen, get somebody here immediately. He's not moving. He's gone. Hey, look, can I make this a 3-way call? I need help with this call. I'm going to take time and I'm going to click over. I'm going to merge over. And I'm going to tell the dad what's going on while I'm on the phone with the 911 operator. I'm just saying, man, y'all, listen, there's going to be a lot of people on social media that get mad at my take. And they're going to say I'm insensitive, all kind of things. But this just don't, it just sounds wrong. Somebody said people are idiots, though. I don't know, man. I mean, I will say we don't know how we're going to react in situations. It is a very touchy subject. And I'll just leave it at that. Let's go.
On the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
Ma'am?
She already knew he wasn't waking up. She already said that.
Yes.
Okay, you got to get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
She said, help me. Lay him on the back on the floor. You heard her say, help me. Somebody else is there. It's a guy there.
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
Help me. Help me. Help me. There's a guy in the background.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
Help me. Why didn't he call the ambulance? Wouldn't a man have more logic and reasoning to be able to deal with that call better? Who is the guy present? Who is helping with his body? Just things that make you go,
What's Drake?
You hear the man's voice. What did he say? Let me see if I can make that out.
What's Drake?
What?
Help me.
What's Drake?
It's very inaudible.
What's Drake?
It could have said what the hell he been drinking.
What's Drake?
It kind of sounded like he said, "Oh, pull him up." It could have been pull him up straight. What the hell he been drinking? Or I can't make up what he's saying, bro.
What's Drake?
He not here.
I'm gonna slow this down. I'm gonna slow this down real quick. Just give me a moment. Too slow. Help me.
Yeah,
Were you able to get him to the floor?
That's not gonna work. I can't hear what's being said there. Let's go to normal speed and just go through it. My bad, y'all. Like I said, I just got the news and I'm reacting organically.
Yes, he's not. His heart not beating or anything.
Man, so I'm just over here getting a little workout in at the park, man, and
Call me back because
Okay, that was somebody's reaction. All right. It's just a strange scenario, y'all. I don't know what to make of that. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Somebody said, sounded like he said, pull up your shirt. It was hard to tell what he said, but there was somebody else there. And if I was a man hearing that 911 call, I would have definitely wanted to get on the phone, get her off the phone. Listen, send an ambulance because clearly, there's some type of communication issue there. And I'm just looking at some of the comments. Let me see what the people are thinking. The court of public opinion in the 911 call. Let me see here. Where is it? Okay.
Operator 7214.
And these 911 calls don't have a lot of views yet, which means I'm probably breaking it because they're just being uploaded minutes ago, hour ago. Let me see.
What's up, y'all? It's Miss. All right, you need police.
All right, this is the one I initially caught, and it was uploaded about 2 hours ago. Oh, okay. Epic Mind says, where is someone? And she said, he's not here. They did. Now, wow. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. That makes sense. That kind of sounds like what he said. Now, that makes this situation a lot more bizarre. Do y'all know why that makes this bizarre? Rich Homie Quan's lifeless body is on the ground. She asks him to help move the body. And he asks, is so-and-so here? As if it was no regard for Rich Homie Quan's lifeless body. Now I gotta play it again because now it's starting to make sense. Starting to make sense. We're getting somewhere.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I left him on the couch before I saw him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now.
I can't get over that. Who the hell keeps a defibrillator in their house?
And tell me when you have it.
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
Okay.
So he says, "Where's Dre?" She's asking for help moving the body. He goes, "Where's Dre?" Is the person unable to help? Is he paralyzed? Is he injured? Like, why he can't help with the body and move it to the floor and follow the directives of the dispatcher? Why would somebody say that unless they have total disregard for this person? There's no urgency in this call. Yo, I think I believe it's safe to say that Rich Homie Quan is an industry sacrifice. Straight up.
Paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
This is some eerie. This is crazy. Let's go. Now, a lot of people are going to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. They're going to say that I'm reaching and I'm coming up with stuff and I'm just talking. No, that's because you lack discernment. And a lot of people don't want to allow logic to really set in.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call?
Can I add his dad to the call? She have not once said, "Can you hurry up and send an ambulance?" She haven't once sounded enthused to get this resolved at all.
I'm gonna call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now.
We need to help your boyfriend now. Like, what are you talking about? If your boyfriend is laying there lifeless, we don't have time to be plugging people in and switching over emergent calls and on a 911 call.
Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
She knew he wasn't waking up for an entire day.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
Help me.
Where's Dre?
Oh, you can hear it clear on this one. Oh, wow. On this one, you can hear it clear. He said, "Where the hell is Dre?" Wow. 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 And you think the people love you who are around you in these type of situations. I'm going to play it again. He literally said, "Where the hell is Dre?" Your boy, lifeless. Who is this guy?
Where's Dre?
Where the hell is Dre?
Where's Dre?
Who is Dre? Is Dre related to Rich Homie Quan? Is Dre a family member? Somebody said Quan's little brother. If y'all wonder why I got my shades on, because I'm sitting right under a studio light, and these things bother my eyes sometimes. But it's clear right now what's going on. It's clear what's happening right now. Anybody who got ears to hear.
Or and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor.
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
With Drake.
He sounds calm. She says, help me. He go, man, you know, like, what the hell is Drake? It's very calm. He doesn't sound like, the guy in the background does not sound like there's a dead body of his loved one there.
With Drake. With Drake.
He not here.
He not here. She need your help. He go, what the hell is Dre? Bro was way too calm.
Yeah,
Were you able to get him to the floor?
Yes, he not. His heart not beating or anything.
Wow. I think it's safe to say that Rich Homie Quan was another industry sacrifice. And the Fugazi people that was around him more than likely knew what the hell was going on. This is very suspicious. And all of it just seems strange to me. He says, where Dre? That's what he said. Where Dre? Something ain't right. Let's see if we get those toxicology reports. Let's see if we get autopsy reports. If y'all want to sit around with y'all head in the sand thinking that these rappers are just dying and that there's not a cabal taking these rappers out and, you know, ending their lifeline to the satanic elitists and basically sacrificing them to Beelzebub, then hey, I guess that you'll stay remain in the box, you'll stay asleep. But I can see it for what it is, man. But anyway, man, look, I got more material coming. If you gained an understanding, a little bit of clarity of what's going on, definitely share this video everywhere. Let me know what y'all think. Am I coming up with a conspiracy? Let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think about this situation. Anyway, man, y'all have a blessed evening. Stay safe out here, especially if you're out here in Atlanta. Peace.